Greetings and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ed, and today we're going to look at some ways to shoot better video of our tanks. Now, for many of us, myself included, shooting video of our tanks with the intense blue lights from LEDs is often a challenge, especially for us who are shooting just using our smartphones. The camera sensors on our phones have a tendency to be very sensitive to this blue light to the point where it just kind of blows out the entire image. Now, one of the things we want to do before you start shooting video is just the most basic thing, and that's make sure your glass is clean, because nothing can be as distracting when looking at a tank so as to see patches of algae all along the glass, and it definitely takes away from the natural beauty of the tank. As you can see, I'm a little overdue for cleaning up the algae in the tank. Now, what many of us, or most of us, do when shooting video with intense blue lights is we tend to use filters, color filters. Now, I have a few here. And we tend to use a little add-on or adapter to attach it to our phones. And in this case, we're dealing specifically with shooting video on our phones. Now, a lot of us, in this case, excuse me, a lot of people will use an orange lens or a yellow lens in order to shoot video. Now, I'm not going to attach it to the phone right now because that's what I'm filming this on, but let's see if I try moving it in front of the camera lens to see if that changes the appearance of the tank. Now, granted, I don't know how much is changing because I'm not behind the camera, but that's the orange, and the yellow is probably a more subtle difference. And then we have what, to be honest, is my preferred method for eliminating the blue. I have here what's called the Eye of Horus, Horus. It's a narrow band filter. It's not just a color filter, but it's a filter designed to eliminate all or most light except for the to eliminate light in the 450 nanometer range, and that's where a lot of this blue light tends to fall. Now, I can't really attach it to the phone, but if you've seen any of my other videos more recently, I'm shooting using this filter, and I feel like it makes the largest difference of all of the filters that I have. Now, prior to this, I took a few shots using each of the filters, and maybe you can see for yourself of how much of a difference there is between the filters. Now let's take a look at that. Now you can kind of see the difference between the three filters and how they create a different aesthetic with the tank. Now there is another option if you don't have access to these filters. One simple thing you can do is turning down the blue lights in your tank. Whether it takes, you need to take it down to a point where they're almost all the way off, and just working with the daylights for the most part, you can obtain fairly nice looking video with it. So those are just a few of the options when shooting video with a cell phone. Again, my name is Ed. Thanks for watching, and take care. That's not really great.
Do